What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Pipe Bomb Sessions. Today we're here for a special edition episode, as some of you may have heard earlier this week on my episode. Today, I have a few guests that I've gathered, including one special guest from another podcast he runs as well. We're going to be talking about some Mania predictions today. And Bobby, why don't you introduce yourself?
What's up, everybody? What is up, podcast world? I am Bobby from the YouTube channel Bobby's Breakdowns. Thanks for having me, Fizz.
All right. Sharon, why don't you introduce yourself next?
Yo, what's up? It's Sharon. I'm from North Carolina, and let's get this show on the road.
I like that. And Mr. Batanz is my boy, Andy. What you got to say?
What's going on? Name's Andy from E-Town, Edison. Thanks for having me on today.
All right. And last but not least, Matty G. What's up with you?
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Gavin from Edison. I'm ready to get started and make these predictions.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What you want to talk about first, Fizz?
Good question, Matt. Good question. You know, honestly, let's talk about a hot topic. I kind of want to talk a little bit about this Tiffy versus Charlotte match. What you think about that, dude? How you feeling about that matchup right now? Why don't you start us off, Matt?
Personally,
and please, gentlemen, come in the middle if you need to. I don't mind.
Hey,
go ahead.
You know what they say: death, taxes, and Charlotte Flair winning titles when she comes back from injury.
Bobby,
I'm picking Charlotte to win.
Charlotte's done. I mean, she has just gone off the face of this earth ever since she came back. I just don't see her winning. I think the promo from the other week on SmackDown, where
she got talked about her marriage.
Yeah, I mean, and then knowing her, she probably threw a fit backstage and tried to get some more heat on Tiffany. But I just think with Triple H in charge now, he sees through that, and I honestly think that Tiffany's going to win, and I think she's going to win clean. I think the era of Charlotte is over.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
All right, and do you want to go before me?
I'm actually going to agree with Sharon on this one. I think that Tiffy time is fully in full effect. I think that
really.
I think that Triple H likes to shine new stars, and I think
so you think Triple H is going to shine Tiffy a little bit shinier than someone who's been in and doing this since what, day one?
I think a win over Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania puts Tiffany, a big leap forward in her career.
Up there. I get you.
Yeah.
They could give Tiffany the Rhea Ripley treatment.
Okay. Mr. Breakdowns over there, you seem a little quiet. You disagreeing with some of us? Are you going to come on the bandwagon?
I really want to pick Tiffy. But you
bastard! I knew you would be different.
But I will say this though, I'm coming in with a hot take.
All right, let's hear it.
I think that possibly the Charlotte Tiffany beef is they're working us because let me ask you guys something. Before they started getting personal, did any of us care about this feud?
Good point. That is a good point. I would say no. But also, too, and now there's always some truth.
Yeah. The three faces of Charlotte, yeah.
We all thought, because Charlotte steamrolled Tiffany in that face-to-face.
Yeah,
and,
the very first promo. The very first promo, yes.
Yep.
You're right.
I'm just saying because it's getting so personal now, everyone's invested. And I wouldn't rule out if both of them said, hey, just say whatever you think will get a reaction. And let's go for it. The 0-3 thing from Tiffany.
That was wild. Yeah, I still think that's wild.
Yeah, but knowing how Charlotte is backstage, I don't think she agreed upon that. That, I think, was
she definitely did not agree.
Okay.
Well, did you hear what Ric Flair said? Ric Flair had an opinion.
What did he say?
Apparently, he was like, why'd you bring my personal life into it? Or, well, Rick, don't get divorced 5 times. I don't know what to tell you.
I didn't know you said that. That's wild.
And I will say this. The funniest meme I saw from the whole thing was somebody saying, I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was along the lines of Ludwig Kaiser is the first man to be accused of cheating, and everyone agrees with the man.
That's wild. That's a wild statement, but so true. Like, come on.
I'm like,
no one even cared about that statement, though.
It's because he ain't sliding in her DMs. What you mean?
Yeah, we know that ain't true.
That's why I'm saying I feel like we're getting worked. If Tiffany wins, we got worked. If Charlotte wins, there's some bad blood there. That's my opinion. I'm leaning Charlotte though.
But you did okay.
Leaning
so you're gonna go
Charlotte.
with the queen.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Really?
I would not be mad if Tiffany won though.
Poor take.
I would not be mad if Tiffany won.
Oof.
What'd you say over there?
He's already calling out for a poor take, but I will say that's a matchup that could go either way.
Yep.
In my personal opinion, because of what you just said. What if we're legitimately getting worked?
Yep. This
whole thing is BS. Like, this whole shit is bullshit.
This is the time to make a star.
Us the best way they can play us, using social media, using the internet. I mean, it's smart. But Bobby, why don't you tell me about a feud that, I want to say people are pretty damn invested in. I personally wanted it, even though it's a woman versus woman matchup. I wanted a stipulation in it, the Jade versus Naomi matchup. How do you feel about that one?
So honestly, when I saw the report that they were going to make one of the matches a last man not a last man standing, they were going to add a Sin City street fight to it. I immediately said, "Oh, Jade Naomi," but I turned out to be wrong. While
there's still one more SmackDown. There's still one more SmackDown. So.
True, that's true. While the two of them are not the best wrestlers, I am invested in the story because they're going personal with her, but you can tell they're friends in real life. But Jade needs this win.
Yeah. Really? You think 100%. She needs this win?
100%. Move on from the Naomi feud. Yep.
Really, Matt? Why do you agree? Go ahead. Shifting gears a little bit.
I agree because a couple points. Jade lost to Liv the other week, so she's already lost her first match back. 2, with Naomi's heel turn, I feel like there's a lot more you can do if she loses. She can go even crazier if she loses to Jade. And 3, Jade needs to win more.
Just because she's been gone for a while?
Yeah, and to establish her as a single star.
What has she done since coming to WWE?
She's only been a tag team since she came.
And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't this Jade Cargill's first singles match at WrestleMania?
Yeah. I mean, she only had 2. Come on now, but
well, I mean, singles.
Yes,
just singles.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is their second Mania match, if I'm correct, right? So
there were 6-woman tag last year in Philly, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was it. That was the first one. That's technically, you can say, in a sense, where all this started, right? In a way, a year back.
Yeah,
a year back. But I heard you saying some things over there, Sharon. What you thinking about this matchup? You agreeing with the Jade?
Yeah, I am. Jade has to win. She hasn't done anything since coming over from AEW. I mean, just besides the tag team, nothing really meaningful. And I honestly think a quick match of just destroying Naomi, picking up a quick win, maybe I could see this match going no more than 5 minutes.
Really?
Set this up.
Really?
Yeah,
that's not a bad take.
Up for Jade.
Really? That's an interesting take. I did not expect to hear that today.
It's going to eventually happen with Bianca and Jade. They're going to do a slow build up for this. Jade needs some impressive wins. Bianca's a superstar in WWE.
Of course.
Yep.
But Jade in her own right was already a superstar.
Yeah,
that's why Triple H got her immediately, right? I mean, let's state facts a little bit. People are sleeping on Jay, but
that was a very good signing. A very good signing.
Of course. I think everybody here can agree to that.
But doing what she did, from doing what she did to AEW to WWE, her AEW run has been a lot better.
Yeah.
I just think you can't compare the two.
Yeah.
Not yet. I think there's still time.
Yeah.
Because she was out for that little time. That's why. That's all. But
needs big name wins.
But her return was awesome.
What did you think about all this? I don't hear you saying much. I got the other guys. Everybody's on Team Jade, it seems like, on this house, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I like Naomi, but
I'm going Jade all the way.
There you go.
Oh, yeah? Wow,
Jade
that's
all the
wild. So
way.
I will be honest. I will be 100% honest with you gentlemen here. I actually think Naomi may take this win.
Here we go.
Reason being, crazy enough, I agree. I agree to a lot of points that are made. Jade does need the win. She does need desperately to look like she got the win. However, in my opinion, Naomi on the record books will get the win. Doesn't mean Naomi's the last person standing when it comes to the end of that matchup. Jade is gonna lose her shit. I think she's gonna get DQ'd on purpose.
I'm picking up what
she
you're
ain't gonna care.
That's a good
You know
take.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not a bad.
like
That's not a
that.
bad take. Yeah, I like. Yeah,
It's a little reverse in
That's
that
not
end.
bad.
You know what I'm saying?
But to
So,
end,
but you're right. First singles, Mania match. What has she really done since AEW? She needs the momentum win. Just lost to another superstar in Liv.
Plus,
I think she's gonna get a nice
they already
entrance, though.
teased Jade and Charlotte.
Say it again, Andy.
I think she's gonna get a pretty nice entrance.
Entrances are gonna be freaking crazy. I totally agree. But I wanted to actually come to you because I wanted to see what you thought of, in my opinion, the opener of night one. Gunther versus Mr. Yeet himself, Jey Uso. What you got? What are you thinking? Are we getting new champ, as everybody's thinking?
I also agree it's going to be the opening match, and I'm full. Yeet.
Yeah, it's gonna be the opening match.
Jey Uso, new world champion, kick off WrestleMania hot, get the crowd going with his entrance. And Jey give him the title. He deserves it. He won the Royal Rumble for a reason. I think it's finally his moment.
Deserves it, you said.
Yeah.
It's an interesting statement to make.
Jimmy's coming to help Jey.
Okay.
He's one of the most over.
Okay, Matt. Okay. Andy, if you're done, Matt, mind if I just kind of deserves it? In my opinion, it still kind of hurts me that my boy, which I will be speaking about a little bit later, John Cena did not win that Royal Rumble. Jey Uso, as Gunther said this past week, right? If everybody did watch, if not, tune in real quick because he said it himself. Already 0-3, and he's just gonna make Jey 0-4, so he go 4-0. I can see it happening, but you guys are right. I'm definitely on Mr. Yeet boat for sure. I mean, what you thinking, Matt? What you thinking over there?
First of all, that Gunther promo last night was great.
He looked frantic, did he not? He looked a little nervous. My man out there seemed like he didn't have some of his medicine. Scratching his neck.
He was talking about bathing in his blood and loving it.
He's losing his damn mind.
I do think Jey's gonna win it because he's the most over superstar on the roster right now besides Roman.
Well, think of every big title fight that he's been in. He's been screwed.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna finally get back up with Jimmy.
Really?
Yeah. He's gonna take out Ludwig.
Ludwig's not going to be involved, but I did see him saying the backstage stuff that he wants to be involved. So I can see Ludwig maybe making how he used to come out to announce for Gunther.
Wait, can I?
They really haven't. They really.
Go ahead, Bobby. What were you going to say?
Ludwig's too busy in Charlotte's DMs. He can't get involved in this.
I hate you.
Sorry.
The last couple months, they haven't really had Ludwig and Gunther really interact with each other that much anymore.
But I did like that they didn't formally split them up. They basically just took their own path. I did like that. I did.
They don't really interact anymore.
So Sharon, you're saying that Jey wins with the help of Jimmy.
Yep.
We see the Usos celebrating to start the night off, is what you're telling me.
Yep.
I like that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Yeah, what else you got?
I would not be surprised if Gunther wins.
Oh, come on. No, yo.
Wait, but
hey, no.
Gunther as a champion is must see. No, I still think Jey wins, but it would not cross my mind if Triple H wants Gunther to still win and retain and then lose it down the line to, maybe of like an Orton later on, after the brand split eventually. there's so many matches that you could put against Gunther, more so against than you could with Jay. I feel like Jay's not going to have a super long reign. I know
Really?
Triple H is a fan of the new quota of having longer reigns, but I just don't see Jay as a champion for very long. Maybe 2 pay-per-views at most.
I say till SummerSlam.
Agreed.
Interesting. Bobby, what I was gonna say, a little quiet again.
Yep.
You got a different opinion, or you're?
Listen,
You're good. You're good.
There are going to be 60 or 70,000 fans absolutely losing their mind, yeeting all over the place for Jey Uso.
Yeeting plus, all over the place.
That's exactly what Michael Cole said, Sharon. Yeah. I'm not joking with you. He says it every time.
And plus, I found out you can bet houses on matches, so I bet Sharon's house that Jay is going to win. So for your sake, I hope Jay wins, but yeah. They're going to be eating all night long in Vegas. And I
hope Sharon's eating after that one, too. I hope Sharon's eating after that one, too. Sharon, I actually wanted to ask you if you're super excited about, the World Tag Team title match that got announced for night one. The War Raiders, your boys Eric and Ivar versus the New Day. They really are his boys, Bobby. You laugh, but they really are his boys. He plays with them a lot in WWE Universe mode when we play together. Or GM mode. I apologize.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
I do think the New Day wins.
Really? Okay.
I think that we're about to see a good run by them, but I also do think Big E.
I have a big, yeah.
And I think Big E comes back and helps the New Day win.
Turns heel.
Yep.
I like that. That's interesting.
He's going to be their manager. If they're not going to clear him, you might as well do something with him on TV.
Let him join him. Okay. I like that. I don't mind that at all. Actually, wow, that's an interesting one. Bobby, what do you think on that?
Match.
So I got to be honest. This isn't a visual podcast, so you couldn't see my reaction when Sharon said that. But my eyes almost popped out of my head because I didn't really think of that till right now. I wouldn't hate it. I'm not sure if I see it exactly happening, but again, I wouldn't hate it. But it's the New Day for the win. Their momentum ever since turning heel has kind of stalled, and this is the way to get them back on track.
Is it just me? Or they just kind of disappeared for a little bit, right?
They did.
They definitely fumbled the New Days.
And they were losing, and it's like, come on. But
what the fuck? Like, how are you losing?
This is the way to get them back on track.
To LWO, too.
Yeah. New World Tag Team, or whatever they call it, champions.
I like that.
I have a similar thought with from Sharon. I think the War Raiders retain because Big E cost the New Day.
Oh God,
that's a good take too.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I'm also with Matt on that. You got three guys on board with that one.
First of all, there is no way that match deserves to be on WrestleMania over anything on the SmackDown tag teams.
Street Profits.
Crazy. Yeah. The Profits. Like, come on, man.
It only should be on WrestleMania if Big E is going to be involved somehow.
Facts.
I could not agree with that. Maybe that is why. Yeah.
Maybe,
Exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, maybe Matt broke the code. That's probably exactly what it is. And do you want to add anything else, or you probably were agreeing with us, right, on that one?
I 100% agree on Matt's take. I think that's the exact vision that I see in my head happening.
Oh, yeah? Well, speaking of people who say yeah, how about my boy L.A. Knight, versus another one of my boys,
Samoa Joe.
Yeah, the Samoa Jacob Fatu, Andy. Are we getting a new U.S. champion?
Yeah, I think Fatu's taking it. Dude's a beast. Athleticism is off the chart. I think giving him the title.
He's the next big thing, man. He's already up there, in my opinion.
He definitely has the mic skills. I definitely think giving him the title just boosts it up in his career even more. So I'm Team Fatu.
You like the little twitch he does?
Oh, yeah, he goes crazy in the ring. I would not want to be in that ring when he does that. I'm running the other way.
Oh, my God. I wonder what... I really wonder what's gonna happen with him as champion, because I also do agree with you that he's gonna be champion. Sharon, what do you think? You think we a new U.S. champ as well?
Yes, I think Fatu wins. And I also think that Triple H likes to do slow builds for feuds. I think by SummerSlam, at the latest, we're going to see Solo versus Jacob for the U.S. title.
I was almost convinced we were seeing that for Mania, dude. Almost convinced. Like,
not yet. Triple H likes the slow builds. The slow builds and then just pop.
Yeah, I will have to agree with you on that one, honestly.
I just don't know how the match is going to be. Fatu is very different from other wrestlers. Like, he has to look strong.
So honestly speaking, I think LA Knight's going to go through a table. But go ahead, continue.
100%. I just don't see the match going long, because then it's going to expose a lot of Jacob's weaknesses. I think it's going to I think when Jacob wins, it's going to be short and sweet. He needs to have a dominant victory.
Really? I don't see LA Knight.
I think that he knows that he is the better bloodline member than Solo. And I think the Tongas are eventually going to align with Fatu.
Yeah, that's because my boy Tama and his boy Tonga is going to be returning soon to unite. Bobby, you laugh, but how about you tell us if you're also not picking Jacob Fatu? Come on. You really think?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Jacob Fatu is going to lose. Just not at WrestleMania. Got him beating Knight for the win. He has to win. He can't take a pinfall loss tonight. Like,
no, he can't.
I disagree.
I don't see it.
Oh, you disagree?
I disagree.
Of course you disagree.
All right, I was waiting for that.
Wait, time out.
I'm picking LA Knight.
Okay, show him the picture with you and LA Knight. There you go.
That's not even the reason why.
Yeah. Absolutely.
First of all, I'm picking LA Knight because I think Solo Sikoa costs Jacob Fatu.
But he can't get pinned.
I mean,
somehow it could be DQ.
Not clean, though.
Nah, it wouldn't be a DQ. LA Knight would win clean. LA Knight would win with the 1-2-3. In my opinion,
I don't see it.
But
I see Solo costing Jacob somehow.
So I can agree with you, Matt. And I was thinking that before. I'll be honest. You know I like LA Knight, man. You know I'm a big LA Knight guy. Yeah.
And besides, Solo's going to be a little busy anyway.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm also thinking that.
No.
We'll get there later.
No. You can say
no.
But me and have similarly bad thoughts, sadly, right now.
We'll get there.
It was just for one night.
That Fatu will win, but I think it's not only for Fatu, but I think it's for LA Knight. He's going to be our next champion, world champion. I know everybody in WWE sees it. Popularity is there. And the Money in the Bank is in LA. No. LA Knight.
No.
Money in the Bank winner in LA. I can already see it. You don't think so? You don't see him being World Heavyweight Championship?
We'll get to who I think is going to win Money in the Bank soon. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Well, we'll save that here. Boom, Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, I actually want to ask Matt about this next match, and I was saving it only for Matt.
Oh God.
Because me and Matt have gone back and forth on this goddamn BS for weeks now, and I'm glad this match got added. Rey Mysterio versus, I'm going to say it, Chad
El Grande.
It's El Grande Americano.
Gable's not on.
Chad Gable is screwed out of another WrestleMania for the second year in a row.
Thank you.
It's a travesty. He should leave this company and go to AEW.
Yeah.
I bet.
Wrestle once every 6 months.
Yeah, how is he going to wrestle on both shows, guys? That doesn't make sense.
He needs to change his name to Shorty G.
Go to TNA.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
Oh my! So Matt, who you got? Are we going with at least the vet here? Please, the vet Rey Mysterio to be El Grande Americano.
I do think it's gonna be Rey Mysterio, even though
Okay, a good matchup.
yeah, it's gonna be
I
a
think a
great
good matchup.
match.
Agreed.
It's gonna be a great match.
Agreed.
Not El
That's not even a
Grande
question.
wins from a roll up.
Oh
He's gonna
God!
unmask Ray and then roll him up. The same thing that Jericho did years ago to Ray.
Stop it!
Exactly.
Stop it!
Or the
Stop it!
stupid metal plate in his mask now.
I like
With a
that
headbutt.
actually.
I do like that.
Personally, I do
that.
actually like that.
It's
Wait,
not
Matt. So why are you
certified.
thinking Ray? You think does it get
I-
revealed? Is that why you're telling me?
I
Come on.
I do I do think Chad Gable gets revealed,
Finally, thank you, Matt. You thought it over. Thank you. Thank you
but
so
it
much.
is everyone knows it's Chad Gable. And that's
Oh
not
my God.
a
You know,
question.
people online are actually taking pictures of his tattoo and comparing it, saying,
Yeah.
no, one of the tattoos looks like a camel, and
I've
the
heard
other tattoo looks
I've
like the
heard somebody
United
said-
States.
I heard somebody say that El Grande's Omos.
Are you kidding me?
I can see it. I can see it.
So Sharon, you're telling me you think a roll-up win. Nice, pure, and simple. After a great match, you let the vet go down that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see how you're thinking in that sense. Andy, you
El
got
Grande
anything to
has
fight?
to win.
Or you're going with I was gonna say the luchador, but I forgot. Apparently they're both luchadors now, so
True.
hey.
He's getting revealed. It's Chad Gable. He's taking a 619 Team Ray all the way.
Oh yeah? I like that. I like that. Bobby, come on, dude. Whose
Come
boat
on,
are you
Bobby.
on? Don't do this to me.
Sharon, you're not alone, buddy. I've got
Let's
El Grande
go.
Americano.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Listen. Ray beat Dom at 39. Ray won the tag team match last year. He doesn't need another win. Let's get Chad El Grande Americano a win. And I will say this: until it's made a mask versus mask match, I'm picking El Grande Americano.
Stop. Oh my God. I hate that you said that because this really could that's what it's leading to, isn't it? Oh my goodness.
If it's a mask versus mask
Oh
match,
my gosh.
I will go with Rey Mysterio. But
You know, they could have just did that at Mania. That would have been a dope thing to do. Damn it. Missed
Full
opportunity.
Until
But-
they do that,
I
I
agree,
am doing
though.
Chad Gable or whoever it
No.
is.
Come on.
Yeah,
Stay
sorry.
true to your word now.
Sorry,
Go back out.
El Grande Americano. But it would be funny. It would be funny if Chad Gable somehow costs Rey Mysterio.
No, it's gonna be just like Elias and what the hell was his name? The twin
Ezekiel.
brother.
Ezekiel.
Oh my
Ezekiel.
god.
Oh my God. The KO was losing his goddamn mind over.
Yep.
Funny
I
stuff.
was like, this is insane.
I was at that Raw when Ezekiel came out.
That's hilarious.
You could hear a pin drop in that arena because everyone was like, "Who is this?" I thought it was Ezekiel Jackson.
Ezekiel Jackson.
Are you kidding me?
And then I saw his face, and I'm like, "Oh, that's not Ezekiel Jackson." Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely not Ezekiel Jackson.
I'm like, wow,
Oh
he's
my-
changed his looks. All right.
I didn't know we had ECW back, dude.
I
Shoot.
just saw Ezekiel on the board. I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't
You
see
know,
this coming.
speaking of ECW and a guy who's all ECW, Bobby. Now, this is a topic that, man, even last night's promo, we talked about it a little bit earlier before I believe we went live, or during when we went live.
Yep.
The main event of night one, Chicago's own gets his first and his wish, finally, of getting the main event. CM Punk versus two guys he knows very well. Roman Reigns, the OTC, and I'll tell Andy right here, fingers go up. Ain't that right?
All the
Boom,
way.
boom.
I
All the
acknowledge
way.
my
And
tribal
then
chief.
our boy, Seth freaking Rollins, who in my opinion, by the way, Bobby, before I let you go.
Yep.
That man has been the dark horse of this feud. I think it's been so much spotlight on those two other guys in Roman, CM Punk. Oh, and my bad. Paul Heyman. How could I forget him in all this? that Rollins is really the guy who's just lighting the goddamn matches from behind. He's just igniting the fire higher. Well, go ahead. What do you think? Who's the winner? What's gonna happen? This is gonna be a drama-filled main event. Let's be honest, right?
I agree. Now, I will be honest with you. Seth has been the MVP of this feud because do you guys remember the episode where they announced Punk was going to get the main event and Punk started crying?
Yep.
And Seth literally said, "I would rather not main event than main event with him." The amount of hatred that man has. And then when Heyman said he's going to be in Punk's corner during the entrance and Roman looked like dejected and emotional, Rollins just laughed in his face because he hates him so much.
He said, "I told you so," because that's exactly what he was talking about 20 minutes before it happened.
Yeah. Rollins is hilarious, but my pick for this matchup, CM Punk, you're getting the main event of WrestleMania. That's all you're getting that night, buddy. Seth Rollins is winning this triple threat, and Paul Heyman is joining him.
Whoa, let's go. I like the take.
Yep.
I like
Good
the
take.
Yeah, sure. I go ahead. Go ahead.
Heyman
Why do you agree?
Heyman is walking out with Punk, but leaving with Rollins.
Yes.
It's just I honestly can't see it any other way.
Yep.
Rollins is, as you said, the dark horse of this. He's always a dark horse in any match. I feel like that.
It's crazy to think that too. A guy like Seth Rollins is known as that in major matches. A lot of his career, for being honest, especially at Mania. But go ahead.
No, I agree. You know when he first cashed in Money in the Bank, they called that the greatest robbery. Yeah, the greatest heist of the century.
Yeah.
He's about to make the second biggest heist of the century.
And it's 10 years later. Is it
actually?
Yeah, WrestleMania 31 and 41. By the way, I do want to clarify because
screws Roman twice.
The way Sharon worded it, I realized I may have worded it wrong. Heyman is walking into WrestleMania with Punk during his entrance, but he's aligning with Rollins at the end of the night, walking out of the building with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I just wanted to clarify. I saw the way Sharon put it, and I was like, I need to clarify my
Roman takes the pin though.
Whoa! The OTC?
Yep, he takes the pin.
Wow.
Is it bad I haven't even thought about that? Who takes the pin? Oh, God.
Roman. I think Roman
Andy, what do you think? I know you're. Come on, I already know. Sharon, you just went against Andy. We both know how big. Even Matt knows how big of a OTC fan our boy Mr. Bertances is.
My finger is up as I'm speaking. That's just how big of a fan I am of the original Tribal
That's
Chief.
Hilarious.
But I'm not going to go with him for WrestleMania. As much as that breaks my heart, I am going to say that Seth Rollins is going to take this match. What Bobby was saying, Paul Heyman's walking out with Seth Rollins out of the building. And to touch upon what Sharon said, I think he's taking the pin as well. And he's getting a full character change after Mania.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Tribal Chief.
I have an interesting take.
Because before you go, Matt, when he was at Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame speech, he said the day he's not with the Wise Man is when the Tribal Chief is no more.
Interesting. So, yeah, he was basically saying the Tribal Chief would be no more versus it would be more, right?
Yeah.
He's going to take some time away, I feel for a while.
I have an interesting take.
Okay, Matt.
Here we go. I'm ready to yell.
He's been so quiet, actually, in this match.
For the winner of the match, I think it's Seth Rollins.
Okay.
I do think it's Seth Rollins. But I think Paul Heyman leaves with nobody. And he just walks out and doesn't choose. He doesn't line with anybody. He leaves and he comes back with Braun Breaker.
Oh.
Wow.
You think he leaves to go get a new client?
I don't think that.
Wait, you don't think he comes back with Bronson Reed?
I do think.
Okay.
What about Brock Lesnar?
They've already teased that before. They've teased it in the past, Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman.
Yep. They were on NXT together. Yeah.
But I feel like
what Andy said? about how if Paul Heyman's not there, the Tribal Chief is not there. I think that's also going to be a character change for Roman as well when it comes to that.
Okay, so you both agree, or is everybody here agreeing a character change?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I heard
Rollins.
Bobby say it as well.
Rollins has got to go heel. Yeah.
I agree
Oh, you
with
think
that,
Rollins
too.
is the character change in this?
We need full heel Seth.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, full. There you go. There you go. He made it more clear right there by
Yeah,
saying full heel Seth.
I think Heyman as a manager is the best when he's a heel, and he needs a heel guy. And if it ain't Braun Breaker, like Gavin said, it's going to be Seth Rollins.
Man, but it's just hard for me to see Rollins as a full heel because he's just so anti-hero like right now. Like he's been like that the last 3, maybe 4 years almost. Every character recently. Okay.
Just a little thing I noticed. I don't know if you guys noticed it.
All right.
But when Seth Rollins comes out, his Titantron color matches his outfit.
Really?
If he's wearing his red, it's red. If it's blue, because last night it was black, and he was wearing black.
Interesting.
After this triple threat match, so Matt, I'm going to piggyback off of what you said. So if Heyman doesn't leave with anybody, they're eventually going to do this ladder match for the custody of Paul Heyman.
Are you kidding me right now?
Paul Heyman in the shark cage.
That's what you're gonna say.
But
that's what you're gonna say.
Wait, Sharon, I only want that match if Paul Heyman is hanging in the sky.
You guys gotta be joking
like
right
what
now,
they did
right?
with Dominic.
That's the only way I want that.
Like what they did with Dominic.
Yeah, what they did with Dominic. Are you joking? For God's sake! Oh my God!
But if Seth and Paul leave together, Roman's gonna go away for some time. And his next feud's going to be against The Rock. The Rock trademarked a team name called Team Corporate.
No way. And how was that not trademarked? Come on, guys. This is easy way for us to make money. I gotta go look up trademarks. Shoot.
And I honestly think that it's eventually going to happen. It has to. Once this whole thing with Cody's done, but we'll get into that later on. But I honestly think if Roman loses, takes a pin, and Heyman walks out with Rollins, then we're not going to see Roman for some time. And I think his next feud is going to be with The Rock.
Okay, I like that. So, I will say I agree that Rollins will win, right? And after actually hearing you guys, I really do like... Matt, I'm going to agree with you that he walks out with no one. I was really, really convinced he was going to walk out with Rollins. But I can see him perhaps helping Rollins and then walking out and basically disappearing without,
Him walking out helps Rollins. Both CM Punk and Roman are going to be distracted by that, and Rollins.
Okay, something like that. And it's because of something else, which I'm gonna touch base on later. I know, but Bobby, you disagree? You had something to say?
No.
My bad.
Honestly, I wasn't. I was all on board with Heyman walking out with Seth, but Gavin does make an interesting point. It's not like this is the close to the ultimate show, the overall show. You still have a night 2. So I think if you leave it with a question mark, it gives people a reason to tune in on Monday or Friday for that matter.
Exactly. Whatever the case is at that point.
Yeah.
Whatever the case is, because I think this makes it interesting, and this leaves a lot of doors open. And maybe now Roman disappears, and he's gone for the rip. Punk is looking for Heyman. He doesn't find him. Gets into another small feud until that kind of gets back into the picture. You know what I mean? There's routes they can take with the Heyman walkout. I like that, Matt. That's a really good take, in my opinion. Actually, that was a good one. I like that. But shoot. All
night
right.
2.
Honestly, night 2, Sharon. I like that. Let's switch gears to night 2. And really, just because.
Who do you think starts it?
Oh, you want to go like that? Ooh,
I got it.
Triple threat.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
I can see the Fatal 4, but I honestly think they're going
I
to give
was
it to
gonna
the
think
women.
that's gonna be
that,
middle.
but okay. So Matt, I think you said women's triple threat first, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Go ahead, Matt. I'll let you start it off then. Who you got? And how you feel about this one? Let's get a little open about this one. That's exactly the reaction I wanted.
I don't really like how they got Rhea into the feud.
Okay.
Cause it really just makes her kind of look like a crybaby, and
Yeah, it does look like it just crybaby crying about her
cries.
rematch and then not getting
how she
near,
got screwed, even though
crying
Bianca
her way
didn't do
to the top,
anything.
which is never a good thing.
Bianca Lily which almost everybody does. Like the challengers are always on the outside watching the guys. It's a normal thing that happens in the WWE. It's not like it's a random thing. Literally, Liv and Raquel were out there for the gauntlet match, watching it. They didn't distract anybody.
I'm pretty sure the Profits were out for their number one contenders match watching a couple weeks ago, if I'm correct. Yeah. No, that's a true statement.
That's Rhea losing her concentration because she was talking shit to Bianca, and then took advantage. You can't do that against someone like Io Sky.
So
she's going to capitalize.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like you're on Rhea's boat.
No, hell no.
Yeah, she's your rival because that's your girl's
and
rival.
Also,
Liv,
if you
right?
think about it, this whole thing is her fault because she got involved with the Io Sky Liv Morgan qualifying match before Elimination Chamber, which caused Rhea to give Io the title shot.
Matt, let me never ask you to be supportive of Rhea Ripley ever again. I apologize.
I love her.
Really?
I love her as a performer. She's a great
tell
fucking
us
wrestler.
how you really feel.
But her character, I do not like her character right now.
Oh man. Okay, so you feeling Bianca is what you're saying then?
I actually think Io, but I definitely think Bianca.
I agree.
I think because Rhea and Bianca are kind of like distracted with each other. Io is right in the background, right where you want someone like Io to sneak it.
True.
I think Io retains.
Okay,
and that builds up to next year's Rhea versus Bianca at Mania.
You think they run it back with a 1-on-1?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think Io's winning. Io really deserves a good lengthy run. She works so hard, just from every performance. It is just amazing. Triple H got himself a really good talent with Io, and honestly, she's going to win. And I honestly think this might be match of the night for night 2. All 3 good performers.
Really? You think this will be like that?
Yeah, I think this match is going to be really good, especially too if it starts off night 2. All 3 performers are really good. There's going to be a lot of close calls in this match, and honestly, I think Io just takes it.
Okay. Andy, are you feeling any different or?
For this match, I think I'm gonna go Io as well. She definitely deserves it. Definitely see her doing a moonsault off like the top of the turnbuckle to both of them outside or some crazy shit like that because she's crazy. Definitely do think
she loves doing the moonsaults. Her moves are great.
Definitely think that she's gonna retain and still Io Sky.
Oh yeah, you think so, Bobby? You think any different? Or are you agreeing with the crowd here?
I think I'm going different here. I'm kind of shocked you all went in this. Yeah, so Gavin did say something about we get Rhea and Bianca at next year's WrestleMania. I think we all are forgetting that there's a 2-night SummerSlam in play now. I have Bianca Belair winning, and then we get Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam.
Oh.
And then would you save Jade for Bianca at next year's Mania?
Yeah, we could do that. I haven't really thought that far ahead, but I have Io taking the pin.
No way, dude.
Rhea's not taking the pin. That's for sure.
Rhea's definitely taking the pin.
I
don't
can see
see
Rhea
that.
taking the pin as well. And the only reason I'm going on Io Sky's boat is, and I've been saying this for weeks on my damn show, that I am baffled that the champion, Bobby, I know you know this, Sharon called it out even, I think. That's his girl. And he's making her look awful.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no way she is not walking out of there still the champ. I think that's the proving point.
I don't know.
But now, are you saying, is that the only reason why you're saying Bianca's going to win? Is there any other reason? I'm just curious.
Also, it's been, when was the last time Bianca had the title, the singles title?
Okay.
It's been a few years, right?
What,
2023?
Maybe 2023, I would say. Maybe 2023.
It's been a little bit, so like, I just think, I mean, not all titles are going to change hands. I understand that, but Io has just been such a secondary thought, and while they're not doing a good job with this feud,
that's why I think she capitalizes.
Yep.
I honestly think Io won the title just to get on the Mania card, and then she's there to take the pin. I'm sticking with it.
See, I don't understand that. Why even make her win the title on short notice like that? It just feels like they kind of just threw this match together. And I've been saying this for weeks also.
Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. But
they could have done other things, though, to get Io on the card.
Well,
tag titles are available, dude.
Were
available.
I also would have said Io versus Lyra one-on-one.
Okay, and you get Lyra that way on the again. Now she is, but
now she is. But I'm saying like non-tag team title match. Like, and why is Chelsea Green not on the card? Can we?
And I love Chelsea.
Yes, I do.
No idea.
What?
I do too. I love Chelsea.
America's
Are you
champion.
Yes.
I freaking love it. But just because I mentioned it so many times that we're talking about, the mid-card titles for the women's. I mean, Bobby, you tell me, what do you think about the women's tag title match then? How you feeling about that?
Well, I hate the little blonde that's the tag team champion. Yes, Gavin. I said that just to spite you. Yes, I said that just to spite you, Gavin.
Oh, shoot.
So
You're
the
lucky
math is
podcast.
The math is real simple for me on this one.
It's like get on a plane.
He does live right down the street, so it's not a hard
Lock
thing
your
to
doors.
Oh, my bag, get on the bike. Lock your doors. Don't say it like that, home. This is a safe show, guys. Don't worry.
Come on over. So the math is real simple on this one for me. Bailey beat Liv last night, right? On Raw?
Okay.
Liv and Raquel retain.
Yeah. Is that as simple as that for you?
Yeah.
Okay. You lose on Monday to win on Sunday or Saturday.
Wow. I heard Matt and Sharon agree with that. Anything else to add in there?
I'm disagreeing. I can't see Lyra losing her first WrestleMania match.
She's losing.
Yeah, but it's a tag match.
She's taking
Bailey
the pin too.
Tag match. Yeah, she doesn't need to take pin. Yeah, think of it like that.
No, I actually think this match is a catalyst for after Mania. So I do think.
Yeah.
I kind of think since Backlash is like what 2-3 weeks after Mania.
May 10th.
I think 3 weeks.
It's
May
like
10th,
something like
that.
that.
Something like that.
I could see them. I could see them
Bobby's
possibly after
May 10th.
after Mania doing Liv, Bailey, and Lyra for the IC title.
Bailey and Lyra. Yeah.
See, the issue is she needs to let go of the tag titles, but at the same time,
they need to build up the tag team.
And I know you're gonna like this. Yep, he already said it. Your girl is the reason why those titles are shining on a Mania match.
Plus, I do think after Mania they're gonna start defending at NXT against the NXT girls.
Andy, you think otherwise about the winners of this match? I'm hearing everybody doing a clean slate type of situation.
I'm gonna go Bailey and Lyra. I think that they got it.
Okay, and why is that? Why are you going the opposite way?
Like Sharon was saying, I don't think Lyra could lose her first WrestleMania. Even though that is a tag team match, I think she's an up and coming star in the women's division. Bailey's an OG, so I mean, if she just wins another
You think
WrestleMania,
it's okay?
that just moves her on in her legacy.
I got you. So, all right, you know what? Go ahead, Matt. I'm gonna let you go real quick.
I think Liv pins Lyra, and that's the backlash.
Nice.
And
Perfect.
with Bailey pinning Liv last night, Liv pins Lyra, and that sets up the triple threat for backlash.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna take a little bit of Andy and a little bit of you, Matt. It's perfect that I let you go first. Actually, that worked. So I agree, actually, that Liv and Raquel will win this match. I've been thinking about this low key, like, of all the title matches they wanted to throw on there last minute. They just throw a gauntlet together of random teams. Obviously, just looking at that gauntlet match, we knew who the hell was going to face Liv and Raquel.
It wasn't even a question.
Come on. So it's like, all right, what's the play here? I didn't get it.
And I do have one more thing, if I can add.
No, go ahead.
Not all titles are going to change hands. So
Agreed.
This is an example of one of them. Yeah.
Also a very, very good point, actually.
They could have made it more interesting, though. Maybe made it into like a ladder match or something.
By the way, where was Nia and Candice?
I said that to Sharon, and he didn't believe me. I told him, "Where's Nia Jax and Candice LeRae? They're a tag team."
True.
Where the hell are they?
I forgot about them.
That would have been a
not gonna lie to you.
What the hell?
How can you forget about Nia, dude?
Come on.
There's a few reasons I can forget about Nia, but
oh my goodness. Okay,
They
wait.
could have done so much more though with this match.
Yes,
they could have
made it into a ladder match.
I think this is one of those matches that's actually there's hidden storylines. As Matt's saying, this match is setting up the future. And exactly what Andy said about legacy, right? Bailey's legacy. You know what's interesting? Bailey's legacy is missing the women's IC title. She has every other title now. She just lost that match off of bullshit. I'm gonna straight up say that. She should be our IC champ. She should have. Are you kidding? Lyra's escaped 2 matches now. 2 matches. Raquel's match and this match by roll-ups. Both of them had her beat. Crazy to say. And I think Bailey was pissed. We saw her, slap her hand away, and then she kind of got back into it.
A little bit of a heel turn.
I think the reason why Bailey
tease for a heel turn.
And now you know where I'm going with it, right? Yep. Exactly what Matt said. That Lyra's going to take the pin because Bailey is going to give her a rose plant right before.
I could see that.
I like
to
that.
set up a Bailey Lyra match, then Liv can come out later to set up a Liv matchup. Or, in my opinion, if Tiffy does not retain her title the night before, right? And Charlotte does win that title. In my opinion, Liv is going to lose those tag titles soon. So she can go take care of the last woman she hasn't beaten so far on this revenge tour of hers that she's been on. She's taken out all the head honchos, including who Matt said earlier, Jade already, who's a new head honcho up and comer. The only person she hasn't beaten yet is Charlotte. And a couple years ago, Charlotte called her out.
But in the famous words of Hulk Hogan, that doesn't work for Charlotte Flair, sister.
Oh shoot! I love it. That's a good point.
By the way, this is a nice segue to the next match.
Okay, what do we got?
I think Livdom eventually will be matching IC champs.
Oh my god! Go ahead. That was the next.
Time out. On my end, he went in and out. What did he say?
I think Liv and Dom are matching IC champs at some point.
Oh,
no. Sorry, Matt.
Breaker Mysterio, Penta, Balor. All right, man. I knew. I wasn't even going to ask you who's going to win this one. Yeah, exactly. This match or the last match, I don't even know why I asked you.
He pins Finn Balor.
Oh, my. That's what I wanted to know from you. That's the real question.
I think
And
Balor wins.
Oh,
Nah.
God.
Finn Balor? Please.
Finn Balor, you just said. Oh my God! He just called him Finn Balor. That's
Now
so
listen, I
bad.
love Finn. I love Finn. Finn's my boy. But he's won like 3 matches in the last 2 years.
I know
I don't
that's
know
so
what-
bad of
True.
a streak.
Him and Shinsuke, what happened to them?
The
Like,
teacher is about to show the student. That's all I could say, Matt.
Are you kidding? What does that even mean? So you're saying Balor wins, obviously, right?
Balor wins. Dom's gonna let his guard down.
Yeah,
Balor gets the win.
so does he turn on him? Is what you're saying?
Yes.
So does that mean the Judgment Day are done? Like Balor is kind of separating himself from them?
Finn's getting kicked out, dog. all 4 of them, all Dom, Liv, Raquel, and Carlito all hang out and chill, and Finn's the lone wolf by himself. No one talks to.
No. Carlito likes to be on his side sometimes.
True.
Yeah, but it's Carlito.
And
The
his
dumbest
boy,
addition they ever added.
his
I'm
boy.
sorry.
That's what you think. Are you kidding? Carlito's literally been helping
But
us out with some grade
really,
A entertainment until our
Finn's,
truth want to make his return. All right?
Finn's
That's when
backup is hurt.
Oh yeah, JD.
Finn's
Yeah.
boy is hurt. JD's hurt.
Mm.
So Finn's by himself,
That's true.
and it's 4 against 1. Because Carlito is on Raquel's side.
Oh my
True.
God. Yeah, that is true.
That's
They're
until
building
Bobby.
up Finn,
that's
though,
until-
the last
that's-
few weeks.
That's until Braun Breaker literally spears Carlito out of the stadium.
Oh my God.
they're
oh
all
my God. He's
taking
gonna take one.
massive spears.
I'll give my prediction right now if you're cool with it, Fizz.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just say men with mullets WrestleMania weekend, they're going undefeated. I've got Dominic Mysterio pinning Finn Balor, but to go back to a previous conversation on this podcast, my Mr. Money in the Bank for 2025, Braun Breaker.
Oh.
That's a good pick.
I like
And
that.
then that's when Heyman could return. Boom.
Yep.
Boom. Everything then lines up. Oh my
Yep.
God. Triple H should hire us.
I
We got
really
this.
like that.
And Braun Breaker's not taking the pin. I think we can all agree there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
Figures
honest.
Penta.
It's very hard. That's another guy. But Penta technically took a pin in a tag match already. So he could take another one in a multi-man match. You know? Maybe he gets speared from someone else, but I don't know. Andy, are you also going?
Yeah, I'm Dirty Dom. all the
Mr.
way.
Dirty Dom? Oh my God.
I think he's
So
pinning
everybody's
Balor.
Dirty Dom. Okay. Yo, why you guys keep saying pinning Balor, man? That's so fucked up.
Just
That's
set it up.
messed
I
up.
honestly
I
think
know,
that he
I
might
know.
pin. I honestly think he might pin Balor by accident. He might just fall on him and just get the 1, 2, 3.
Are you
You're
kidding
telling me
me?
he wins it without a freaking heel turn?
He might
That would be wild.
he just might
That
get
would be
knocked out and just
hilarious.
fall on him. And
Oh
then-
my God.
and
Like
new.
Penta gives him a kick or something?
Yeah, and then who knows? Maybe we get a Dirty Dom Finn Balor fight down the road.
He gets speared on top of Finn.
Yo! They both take a spear
Wow.
and that's how
and,
Dirty Dom
and then
wins?
Penta and Braun take each other out, and then that's how Dom wins.
Oh my
Imagine.
God.
Oh.
Yo. That's a great way to keep them together and make it hilarious. And as Triple H loves the slow burn.
Exactly.
But even though, please,
Play the
let's just
slow
get it
game.
over with, man. Well, Sharon, you keep saying Finn Balor over there. Like,
Yeah, I do think Balor wins. They're building him up. He's.
This
I
is
mean,
his year.
when-
I keep hearing it every year nowadays.
I like
You
Balor.
delusional
I-
Finn Balor.
I
fans.
honestly think the teacher's going to show the student.
You keep saying this, but I don't know, man. Like,
Sharon, I appreciate your I don't even know what the word is. I appreciate your enthusiasm.
your intellect. Boom.
Yeah, your intellect. I feel that you believe Finn Balor's gonna win, but I don't see it.
I just think he wins. Oh, and then hopefully he wins. He can get rid of those stupid pants he wears.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't like the dirty towel in his back pocket or whatever he has in there. But shoot, how about you tell me who you're gonna like between the Sin City street fight, dude? Damian Priest and McIntyre.
I'll go last. I got
Timu Undertaker all the way.
Wait. Could you say for me and the crowd one more time, please?
I got Timu Undertaker all the way.
All the way.
The way.
If Damian Priest listens to this one day, he's gonna be mad disrespected.
Drew has this whole thing going for him where he just gets constantly screwed.
I was kind of hoping he was going to come in with the eye patch.
Oh,
I know you hate
the patch and the roar.
Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. Sharon was out of sync with WWE for a little bit, so he didn't know they took away Drew McIntyre's sword for his entrance. So when he was watching again, I believe it was one of the international shows, Sharon. Yep. And I was like, nah, dude, he just does a roar and it looks so weird without the sword now. Am I wrong? Like, why'd you, like,
yeah, it's so
come on,
weird.
Guys. It's so weird. So he goes, there's no way. Yeah, and long and behold, Drew McIntyre comes out and goes, roar! I'm like, see? I told you. And the fire goes off like he's a lion. Yeah.
Can I also say, how is this the only specialty match on the card?
Dude.
Like, it makes no sense.
I will say, though, they did a good job of getting me invested in this match. I don't know about you. I was not really, really excited about this in the beginning when I heard about it, and then it was official, and I was like, it was really exciting. But then, they kind of got a little freaking, I want to say, tough on each other.
Yep.
And I think that really helped a lot. I think that was a pretty good take. Matt, you agree in that sense?
Yeah, they definitely made. I had no interest in seeing this at the start.
Exactly.
Not at all. I thought it was.
Felt bad for Drew, if anything.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad for Drew because he had a great year. But they've done a good job at making me actually kind of excited to watch it.
Wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
I do think Drew wins it. I think Drew needs to win.
I will agree.
Especially after last year.
Psychopath.
But yeah, hey, technically he went 1-1, Matt, last year.
And Damien
True point.
He went 1-1 last year, Matt. Think about that. He did start the night off with the W. Oh shoot, Andy! I heard you say Scottish psychopath. Who you also taking Drew?
Yeah, I'm going Drew. I think it's gonna be an honest.
Give my boy Timu some love.
Nah, no Timu Undertaker for me. Drew McIntyre all the way. Sorry, but Drew needs this win. I think it'll be a good fight. Two beasts going in at each other.
It's a street fight too now.
Yeah, I mean they can fight.
And he took his chain, which made it a little personal. I like that. That.
Glass is going in the other eye.
Seems to be his thing.
Okay.
He takes people's stuff.
Double eye patch.
Double eye patch.
I think he's taking a big fat claymore to the face of Priest, and Drew's holding his hand and getting that win.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think he needs it.
Okay. Bobby, last but not least, of course, I wanted to see you requested to go last in this one. What you got?
Come on, breakdowns.
Because I'm going to rant. All right, so as of right now, to give you a peek behind the curtain, we're about to be at 1 hour and 4 minutes. Let's see how long this lasts. Okay. So.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. So, literally, last year, I was in Philly. I witnessed Drew McIntyre win. I was so happy. He finally got his WrestleMania moment. He finally wins a title in front of a crowd. He gets beat up by Mr. Made of Glass Phil Brooks. And then he gets cashed in on by Timu Undertaker. I do like that nickname, Sharon. I appreciate that. So I'm sitting there. I got consoled by a random family that I met that night, and they told me, they were like, "But he's gonna win it in Scotland." We see how that went. Look, hindsight is 20/20, gentlemen. And now I was watching the Royal Rumble, and I see him get eliminated by Priest, and I just go, "Oh no, we're doing this again." So he lost an awesome triple threat match at 39 to Gunther. Not mad about that. He loses to Priest. Terrible.
1-1.
I think he's going to lose to Damian Priest again. They are pushing this guy.
God.
Drew loses every big match at this point.
Oh, God.
I don't know why. He's The Rock's boy, or unless he ran over The Rock's foot with his car. I don't know. Maybe he did something to Triple. Maybe he bumped Triple H in the hallway by accident and didn't say sorry. I don't know. I just don't understand why they aren't pushing Drew for the better. Like I get the triple threat match is all personal in a triple threat way, but you could have easily added Drew and had Damian Priest win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, because really we don't care about that. What?
Go ahead. Go.
We will touch on that in a second. Yeah. Don't you worry, gentlemen. I was gonna touch on that.
And I'm picking Damian Priest, and if Damian Priest does indeed beat Drew McIntyre, Drew McIntyre is going to lose to a guy that almost lost his world title because he forgot to kick out at 2.
I mean, that's your boy right there, dude. Don't talk to me about it.
No, I'm not. I hate
breakdowns.
I think, but I get it. He cashed in at WrestleMania. It was a great moment, but he was not a good champion.
I like when he does his hair flip, though. I don't care.
Casey's a Yankee fan. So.
Here, I'll help you out a little bit, Bobby. I'll help you out a little bit. How about you talk to me a little bit about, I think, actually, match of the night candidate, AJ Styles and Logan Paul.
All right, we're feeling better now. I'm feeling a lot better now that I get to talk about this match. I am excited
that was 2 minutes,
for this
by the way.
match. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't take a half hour. I kind of held back. I am excited for this match. I think AJ is a phenomenal worker at 47 years old. I only know that because I looked it up today. Logan Paul, the up-and-coming heel, who is absolutely great in the ring and has no business being that great in the ring this early into his career. You can hate Logan Paul, but you got to respect what he's doing in the ring.
Yeah,
Logan Paul for the win. Logan Paul for the win.
Yeah, AJ Styles lets him get one.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Logan Paul was just standing tall this Monday night. You know what they say about that curse shit.
But I mean, here's the thing. Maybe AJ does need the win more, but I just don't see. I just don't see Logan taking this loss. Yeah, wait. So he won last year. He lost to Seth the year before. AJ wasn't on the card last year, right? He was out. Right?
Injured, I believe.
I don't believe so. Yeah, I think he was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Was he on the card at 39?
Yeah.
Who did he fight? Balor. No. Edge. No.
Was that Edge? Was that the Edge one?
That was 38. That was 38.
Oh, okay.
Balor Edge was 38. Or Balor Edge was 39. Who did Styles fight in 39?
Was that Shane?
No.
When did he face Shane?
That was 32. No, not 32.
No way.
34,
was that
34,
long ago?
34. Wait, no. 35. 33? I don't know. I'm looking it up. Mania 39.
Omos.
Wait, you have it?
I think it's Omos.
That was 37. That was 37. That was him and that was them beating the New Day.
Oh, that's right. Let's hear it.
Why can't I find Wikipedia for this? Oh God, this is terrible. And my phone isn't loading. Great. Somebody else want to help me? Yeah. Anyway, I just think Logan Paul needs to win more.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he fought Omos? No, that was Brock and Omos at 39. I remember watching that match in person.
I think that was 38.
No. It was Brock Omos at 39. I remember that for a fact. Because Brock showed up the next night on Raw, and we were all like, what? All right, I got the card here.
When he gave the F5 to Cody, right?
Yeah, and then beat him pretty badly. Was he in this match?
Styles
No.
was in 37, 36. I don't...
Did he miss 39 as well? Is this his first
his
WrestleMania
last
in 2
Mania
years?
match was 38. Yeah, that's why we can't find it. I just saw that.
So was he injured for both of them? Oh my God!
He's had injuries the
Possibly.
last past couple years.
Yeah,
I think AJ wins.
And plus, AJ's on his way out probably soon enough, so I'm giving it to Logan. Heel heat. You can't have all the baby faces win.
I got AJ winning.
Yeah, that is a good point. Oh, Matt, really? You're switching it up?
Yeah, I got AJ winning.
Okay.
AJ's not winning yet. He's not losing yet. They're building up AJ Styles for one more run. Logan doesn't need to win.
You think he has a shot for the title?
Logan won last year
He just
because there was a title.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Logan really needs to take the win.
What are they really going to do with Logan, though, after this?
Nothing, really. He's just like a one-off type guy.
I mean,
Styles, I've loved Styles since TNA.
Okay.
Even his early Ring of Honor days. He is going to be done, I think, by next year. Maybe another year. I honestly think that he deserves... I still think 50? He deserves...
No, he said
to have one more title, one more good title run. I think Styles wins. Styles, at his age, still doing what he does is still phenomenal.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, on purpose, didn't you?
I see what you did there. Well done.
I just don't see Styles losing at all.
Oh,
I'm going with the phenomenal.
And he likes working with the younger talent too. Why do you
think, Andy? You think this is gonna be a good match? Personally,
like you said, I think this has hype to be candidate of the night when it comes to matches. It's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a lot of people with oohs and ahs. But at the end, I think the phenomenal AJ Styles is taking the win with a nice Styles clash or forearm to Logan Paul.
Shoot. Damn. I like that. You know, this is a match I've been going back and forth on. And just because of last night, I'm going to go with Styles because he got laid out. That's the only reason I think I can really because this is, I truly do believe this is a 50-50 match.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I can see them going both ways without a problem, personally. Yeah. And, you know, one match, I don't think there's no doubt in my effing mind. I've been saying this for months. I've been saying this since he announced he's retiring. I've been saying it since the damn Rumble. Been saying it since he returned, the Chamber, and finally, my boy John Cena is going for the record against, I guess, the American Nightmare in Cody Rhodes. Which, hey, I'm glad he finished his story last year. Because he ain't gonna see what's coming to him this year. Shit. Because, damn, I'm telling you, my boy Cena is walking in without the title and walking out with it. Simple as that.
I agree.
17.
Okay, I have a twist for
that.
you.
I have a twist as well. 17. All right, Bobby, do you think otherwise? Before I get into Matt and our...
If Cody Rhodes wins this match, the whole momentum of the John Cena heel turn is out the frickin' window. It makes Cody is better at the chase. I hate Cody Rhodes. I'll be upfront about it. I can't stand him. He is a terrible champion. He's better on the chase. And plus, like I said before,
title. I agree.
Yeah. Plus, I said before, if you have Cena lose his first match after turning heel, the momentum is just going to go through the floor.
Like, what are you honestly doing?
You can't have Cody can easily win this back at SummerSlam. I hope not, because I'll be in attendance at SummerSlam. But you know, it is a possibility.
I don't think he wins at SummerSlam either, but that's another story.
That's a future podcast episode. I don't necessarily have a theory. I'll be interested to hear you guys, but I'm going with John Cena.
Dope. Matt, since you said something first, I'll let you kick it off. Go ahead. I want to hear if you have something and if Sharon has something similar to mine. And did you also have a theory? My bad.
Yeah, I'm going. Well, I don't know, Matt. You want to go or you want me to?
Well, if you have your guess, if you're going with Cena, that's fine. If you have a theory, I'm gonna let Matt go first.
Yeah, I don't really have a theory right now. I'm just saying John Cena's taking the 17th.
Dope. Yep. I figured. All right, so we're all on board the same side. Go ahead, Matt.
Gavin?
Matthew?
I got John Cena winning, of course, because
okay, fair. Of course,
you can't. There's so much you could do with heel Cena as champion. So many more matches than Cody. I think Cody's championship reign has run its course. It's good.
Oof. Yeah.
As Bobby said,
yeah,
he's better on the chase
than he is actually
as the champion. So that's why I think right now it's the best time. He's held it for an entire year. At that point, I think he has a whole full year. There's no need to go another 6 months to SummerSlam for the next champion.
Yeah, you just think it opens most possibilities in that sense.
Yeah, it adds more intrigue to the World Championship with Cena.
I get it. Sharon, do you got anything else? Because I'm gonna say my theory last.
Shane Gang is winning. He's getting number 17.
Yeah,
there's just no doubt about it. Team Corporate is coming.
Okay.
We're going to see some alliances.
Okay. Like you're saying after Mania, like once Cena's a champion, he's gonna go get people?
At Mania. I think we're gonna see we're going to see The Rock, John Cena, and somebody else in that ring by the end of that night.
You just don't know who yet.
No, I have a feeling of who it is.
I also have a feeling. So I'm actually totally on board with your theory. I'm glad it made you go right before me like that, because I had a feeling you were thinking that the whole Team Corporate thing, it just makes sense, right? Where's The Rock been at? And I get it. It hasn't been Rock's story. He just aligned with Cena. Makes sense. He's the final boss. He made Cena do his mission. Go get the gold. Go get the gold. Be the face again, and then I'll make my return. Maybe he's going to make his return night 2. We can see The Rock night 2 in some capacity. Now, I agree with you as well, Sharon, that there is going to be multiple people. And no, I do not think the third person is goddamn Travis Scott. I'm going to say that right now.
No.
I'm so let down.
I'm going to have to say that right now. Sorry.
Give me... okay, if Drew McIntyre loses to Damian Priest and he's the third man of this stable, I'm okay. I'll
There's a man we haven't talked about tonight.
Okay. So Sharon, you're thinking someone else than me as well.
I think I know where you're going with this. Wait, I think I know where you're going with this third man, Sharon.
All right, what do you got, Sharon? If you're thinking of someone who hasn't been mentioned at all about Mania, then go ahead.
Randall Keith Orton.
I knew it. I knew you were going in that direction.
So you think
he's going to be a part of Team Corporate. It's going to be a long storytelling with this one. This is going to set up a future heel, Cody Rhodes. We're going to see the Homelander come alive.
That would be wild. I'm telling you, dude.
Everybody that he's trusted, everybody that he's grown up with. Think legacy. John Cena was his biggest fan for the longest time of all the backstage interviews of how John Cena talked to him. People that he grew up adoring, who he thought were his closest friends, have all betrayed him.
Facts.
This is going to be long-term storytelling within Cody turning heel finally. I think Orton and Cena team up for Team Corporate for a bit. I think we're going to see the vets take over a bit right now. After Mania, I feel like they are going to start recruiting a lot of people that we may not expect.
Okay, so speaking of people you may not expect,
is going to be big.
Speaking of people you're not going to expect, I agree. Team Corporate. At first I also thought Drew. I thought it would be Drew. Drew has to be the third guy. Aligns himself with The Rock. Guy he's already friends with, but nah, it's just too obvious. Then I realized third guy's right in front of us, and he may have already revealed himself. I was literally looking at this today, and
I saw this. I know where you're going.
Who?
Okay, the promo last night, right, Bobby?
Yep, I saw
What's
it.
best for
business?
What? Business.
Yep.
Who said that? Seth freaking Rollins.
Rollins.
And like you said, 10 years ago, he did something crazy, unbelievable. 10 years later, what if he not only wins the main event on night 1, but he shows up pretending to help Cody Rhodes on night 2 just to give him a curb stomp and shake the hand of the final boss and John Cena?
Crazy.
I like that.
Exactly. I've been thinking about that. I'm like, what if it's Rollins? He's the dark horse.
It's because of Cody he lost his title.
If you think about it, right? It was because of him how Cody got his title at the end of the day.
Yep.
Full circle because of him of why Cody loses it.
Oh.
Boom. Simple as that. I really, really have been thinking about Rollins. And I think this just then goes with everything else. Rollins can just... Honestly, you can have Rollins go after the Raw title then, immediately, if you really wanted to. And he would beat Jay.
He would
beat Jay. But Sharon, I think that feud would actually be pretty good because of Jay being a Bloodline member. That's why that feud gets hot.
Yeah.
Eventually, who saves Jay when Rollins and The Rock have him beat? Our boy is back. The OTC, or whoever he is at that time, I guess, if he does change a persona.
My finger is up still right now.
No, we get the big dog returning.
But stop it.
Please
don't.
don't.
Please stop it. Please stop it. Please stop it. But I personally think that's my bold prediction, that it's Rollins. He said it right to us. It was double meaning. And I love, Bobby, you knew because you saw, just saw it the same way I did. I was like, oh, shoot, hold up. He kind of just said that. And Rollins keeps bringing up the fact about the Shield, him and Roman brothers. We did it together. We built this together. The crazy thing is, they're definitely giving CM Punk a triple powerbomb. But this kind of makes Roman come back and he could face Rollins down the line in SummerSlam as well then.
That'd be awesome at SummerSlam.
Dude, I think that maybe it's either him or it's either Punk. Regardless, I'm cool with either one, I think.
Now, I will throw a wrench in this.
Okay.
Logan Paul made an interesting gesture when he...
Oh my God, the slit throat. So I think they might be 4 or 5 now members. Why? It builds up to Survivor Series, Team Triple H versus Team Rock or Team Corporate.
It could be.
Triple H always does what's best for business.
That's the thing. So maybe no. But think about this. What happened in 2001, all those years ago with the Alliance thing? Kurt Angle was like kind of their double agent, right? Rollins, right from the get-go, is Triple H's double agent. Long-term storytelling at its finest. Think about that, dude. That's crazy what I'm saying, right? Even if none of this is believable, I need Triple H to listen because we need to make this believable because this is wild.
Yep.
There's a lot of ways they can play the main
so many different directions.
Yep. Me and Sharon, same train of thought.
I just don't see Cody retaining at all.
No, he's not going to retain. He's not going to retain.
It's such a bitter way to end WrestleMania if Cody Rhodes
had a mid-reign.
Mid is a nice way to put it.
He had a mid-reign.
Oh God.
The best part about Cody's reign was when Cena and Taker helped him, and guess what? That wasn't even part of his reign.
To be fair, I like the KO, the Kevin Owens feud.
All right, fine. That match was really good.
That made him break his neck.
But KO always has a good feud, I feel like.
All right, the KO Rhodes match was pretty brutal. I'll give him credit there. But I'm not giving him credit on anything else.
I will admit
that KO is out.
Just as a match that will be added, that's the reason why I didn't touch base on it in between the card. I think it's going to be added tonight too, just because of the guy you guys already mentioned. RKO, right? Randy Orton. Who do you guys think he faces now that, obviously we're talking about it now? KO's out. Duh, but
if he has a match,
he's going to have a match, dude.
He's not going to be against Solo.
I'm telling you, you never know.
Bobby Fizz, it's not going to be. It's not going to be Solo. It's going to be Nick Aldis.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too.
My boy Magnus.
Magnus TNA version? Yo, let's do it. I'm cool with that.
The only reason I'm going to say no to all this, I feel like they would have been promoting it. Now, granted, there is still one more SmackDown before Mania.
And he has to announce on Friday night.
Yes, they could. But I feel like they would have hyped it up. And plus, the other reason I'm leaning Solo, this might shock all of you. Solo has never had a WrestleMania match. He has been involved in a lot of matches at WrestleMania, but never had a WrestleMania match.
Solo sucks.
Listen, I am not a big Solo guy, but when you're on 2 weeks' notice and Owens has to go get neck surgery, there's not a lot of options out there.
Yeah, because he's available. I said it while I was watching SmackDown show, so I was like, I knew he was available, and it was Solo's damn music hit. I was like,
you know who I
damn
think it should be?
Rusev.
Carmelo Hayes.
Oh.
See, if they didn't run that 3 weeks ago, I would have been cool with it.
Yeah.
It's too fresh.
I wish
that's the problem with it.
I wish they got
I'm
rid
okay
of the Money in the Bank.
Black, as I'm hearing as well. I heard he's supposed to be one of the guys in the slate, possibly.
Yeah, he's coming back soon.
He's coming back, but then those hints on SmackDown keep saying 425. And Matt, I talked to you about this maybe a couple weeks ago that, hey, he's definitely come back to SmackDown after, in my opinion.
His wife is there.
So if it's not him, then it's Rusev. And if it's not Rusev, then it's Sharon. It's Sharon? Not the SmackDown GM. It's going to be Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, unfortunately.
With Tamatanga in this corner.
I honestly...
You got anyone else? Who you got?
Unfortunately, I think Jeff Hardy. Solo.
Welcome to the vote.
Yeah, just...
Do you want to know my...
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, oh my god!
From what we saw,
he would only came back if there was a tag match.
What year are we in? I thought we were in 2025, not 2011. Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. What is this? All right, no. My reaction when Solo's music hit, I was like, "Oh no. Yeah, he doesn't have a match."
Nah, dude, I said, "Oh no."
That's exactly what I thought.
He doesn't have a match.
I knew off the bat. I was like, "Yep, that's what we're going with." And then when they left out,
what did I say to you, Sharon? I said he's available. Did I not?
Yeah,
I knew it. Guy comes out, talks his smack, and then they set up the random put together tag match for later in the night. You know what?
If that is a match, Orton is losing. I'm going with Solo on the win. I'm going with Solo on the win. No. If we're just going to throw blasphemy out of here, Solo is winning.
Oh my god, oh my god. Well, I guess that's that is a hot take. I will say that. I will definitely say that. But shoot,
they gotta get rid of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view and put that shit.
You still want it back on the thing. The thing is, because it's a women's and a men's, it might overflow it. But at the same time, at least we get a ladder match.
Combine them both. Make it intergender.
Really?
Money in the Bank.
I think we did that once. I think we tried that once, and it didn't really go.
Put the 24/7 title back on the line.
Do it. My God. Love it. R-Truth wins that thing somehow.
Easy.
Most prestigious title in the game.
It's a lock.
Oh. True. Oh my god. All right. Before we do wrap this up, I have a quick question. Just because I was thinking about it, and technically Jay did win it. Someone mentioned it earlier. He won this last year, and now he's fighting for the title. So does this mean the winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial is boosts up?
Wait. Jey Uso didn't win it last year. That was like 2021.
Was it?
Did they do it last year?
That was last year. That was COVID.
I don't know if they did it.
I think they should every single year.
They do it on
SmackDown.
It's like on
I thought it was Jey Uso.
They do it on
Let me see if I can rack my brain. Okay. Uso won it 2021. Jey Uso. Madcap or Riddick, Moss, whatever, 2022. 2023 was Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, it will be on SmackDown.
2024. Who won it last year?
They already announced it's going to be on SmackDown.
Yeah, it's always on
Ray
SmackDown.
Phoenix
Who
wins
won
this
it
year.
last year? I was thinking
Last year,
Was
no
it
clue.
Lashley? Oh wait, no, was it Bronson Reed?
Yes, it was Bronson Reed.
Oh,
Good memory.
Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
My bad. Shoot. I was like, yo, does this mean the Andre the Giant Memorial winner goes on to...
When Bronson Reed's back, though,
He's supposed to get a big
he
push.
was in for a big push. He got hurt, unfortunately.
He'll be main eventing WrestleMania next year. No, do not listen to that take.
Stop it.
Do not listen to that take.
Come on, dude. You like that one? I like that one personally.
Yeah, I could see Ray Phoenix winning it. Who else is in it? That's like worth noting.
Ray Phoenix probably will win.
Probably
it, dude.
everybody who didn't make the card.
Andrade winning.
Things like that.
Andrade, ever since like the Charlotte divorce, has literally done nothing.
He's been the same in AEW and WWE. Sadly, I finally saw him show his face last week to Birdo. So
I didn't even know
we see more of Andrade. He's a good wrestler. Okay. That's so bad.
Wait, what did he say?
He said he didn't even know he was still in the company.
That's fair. Not gonna lie to you.
Sammy, I think, wins the Andre.
There's no way. Sammy's been gone since
is he in it?
Sanction
Randy?
Wait a minute.
Oh.
I tried to find the 2025. I tried to find the 2025 Andre the Memorial, and I got to a picture, and I saw Ricochet, and I'm like, well, that can't be right.
Why?
Right? Who is in it? Crap.
They're not going to announce who's in it. It's probably
Carmelo.
Anybody who didn't make the card is going to be in that match.
True. Give me an Austin Theory Andre the Memorial Battle Royal win. Come on.
Yeah, it's very possible.
The guy beat John Cena 2 years ago. He won a tag title last year. Give him something.
And then he lost in like 11 seconds a couple weeks ago or a month ago.
That was The Rock's fault.
Man got choked by Bert Kreischer.
Well, yeah, no,
another thing.
That was
actually a good point.
Yeah, that happened. That certainly
did happen.
Also, too,
just a little off topic. Do you remember when A-Train came back to WWE as Lord Tensai and beat John Cena?
That's true.
What did they do with that?
Well, I think he's training in NXT right now, so...
Yeah, he's in the game. I see him there all the time training me.
He's one of the head trainers.
Oh, shoot. But hey, I appreciate you guys getting on today. Appreciate it.
No problem.
It was a pleasure.
I'll see you Friday, Dave.
Yes, sir. Everybody, tune into Bobby's Breakdowns Friday for the WrestleMania predictions that we're going to be going through it. Me, Bobby, and a couple other people are going to be joining us. Let's see what kind of hot takes we go through this time. Shoot.
Yep.
But hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And I appreciate everybody tuning in today. Don't forget to like and subscribe.